Excuse me, ma'am. Do you know why I pulled you over tonight?
I have something to tell you.
You want it explained?
This looks like
maybe not on video. I shall explain it to you.
Dude, I know what inbred means.
No.
I'm really having a good time with this one. No. Welcome to episode 3 of Move It or Lose It, or Read It or Yeet It. I think I am gonna call this episode Read It or Yeet It in honor of the title suggestion that got the most likes or the most just like thumbs up in the comment section. So welcome to Read It or Yeet It, the book throwing contest. I don't even know where to start. I have so much to tell you. I'm feeling the happiness, the joy and happiness and excitement that I get when I start filming an episode of Move It or Lose It. On va commencer, but I don't even know what to show you because I have a lot of updates to give you. If you don't know the rules by now, you can check out episodes 1 or 2, which I have linked somewhere. But essentially, I'm just trying to cull my shelves and see if there's any books on here that don't need to be here, or I'm not gonna or I'm going to unhaul, because a big cross-country move is coming up for me. And so I just don't want to bring any books with me that I frankly don't want in my home library forever. A bazillion updates to give you concerning the stack of books that we're working with, and I want to do this very quickly because I have a lot of fun footage that I'm about to drop on you of my brother and I going to little library boxes in our hometown, because you guys requested in the last episode that I film a little library book box donating video where I would actually get rid of the books that I've unhauled so far in this series. So that's what we did. At the beginning of last episode, these were all the books that I needed to get back onto my shelves. Read It or Yeet It is essentially combining my 2025 book ban, guilty, with the Read It or Unhaul It project that is very popular on BookTube. These are all of the books I bought in 2025 after episodes 1 and 2 that I still need to get back on my shelf. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 books. Is that right, or is it 13? Am I missing someone? However, we actually have 2 books that I need to put into the TBR jar of books that I'm maybe potentially likely to unhaul once I actually get around to reading them. The book that comes from my bookshelf is How High We Go in the Dark by Sokoa Nagamatsu. I started reading this for a 24-hour readathon that I was doing with Carolyn. If you're interested, that video is pretty recently uploaded onto my channel, but I got 50 pages through How High We Go in the Dark. This is a collection of stories following humanity into the far-ish future as a new virus or plague is unleashed on us. I got 50 pages through. I was really enjoying all of the ideas in here. I just didn't know if the execution, the writing style was going to be up my alley. For that reason, I DNF'd it during the readathon, and now it has to go into the TBR jar under a different slip color, and it's going to go under the color designated for the books that I might be reading in this video. The book that comes from the haul pile of books that I broke in my book buying ban with this year is Silver Elite by Danny Francis. I really like those sprayed edges. I was really excited to find another dystopian that I like, but there has since been so much controversy, conspiracy, drama around this book. I honestly don't really know any of it. I just know what you guys have commented on my videos. I haven't heard much, but the worst thing that I've heard is that it's written by AI. And I don't know if that's true or not. I think this is gonna go into the jar as well, and we can find out sooner rather than later. So these 2 books have to go in the jar. I'm worried that we're gonna pull this one because this one's quite long. We'll see what ends up happening with these 2 once we inevitably pull them. And the next 2 updates I have for you, we have some books to add to the haul pile as well as some books that I've unhauled. All on my own, without you, I'm so sorry. We have 4 books to add to the haul pile of books that I now need to get back onto my shelf, and I can't add a book to my shelf until I've taken one away and unhauled it. That's kind of the rule. This one I forgot to mention in last episode, and that is Glow of the Everflame by Penn Cole. I'm actually reading this one right now, and I'm almost done it, so at least I'll be finished the book, but I did buy this, I think last month, so it is going onto the top of the book buying ban pile of shame. I also ordered 2 books for myself that I thought were just gonna be kind of a good refresher. This whole video series was born because of the fact that I'll be moving across the country for grad school for English literature, so that's why I bought these, because I just want to improve myself, and especially going into a little bit of a teaching capacity, I would really like to get a little bit experience in that area. First book I bought is Dreyer's English, An Utterly Correct Guide to Clarity and Style by Benjamin Dreyer. It's mandatory for people who spend their time editing and shaping other people's work, and perhaps best of all, it's an utter treat for anyone who simply revels in language. This next one I have not even opened yet, but this one I think is a little bit more exciting to me. Rewriting How to Do Things with Text by Joseph Harris. So this one is all about academic writing. Mostly when you go to school for English lit, I didn't ever feel like someone really taught me how to write an essay. That's kind of something that I just did on my own, I guess. I didn't really feel like anyone really went over that with me. Oh, look at that. It's an ideal book for graduate students searching for foothold in their first classrooms, whether they find themselves in the role of new teacher or struggling writer or both. That is book 3 adding to the pile. And then the last book that I got this when I was in Montreal last month at the Montreal Grand Prix. Big F1 fan over here. This is from Maktaba. It's been my favorite bookshop so far in Montreal. They have such a great selection. I highly recommend. So the book that I got from Maktaba, oh, this is so soft. It's Greek Lessons by Chang. I have read The Vegetarian by this author. I really want to read more from her, and Greek Lessons just sounded so wonderful, especially for like a September pick. I think it's about graduate school or the relationship between like a teacher-student thing in terms of, I think, mentorship. She's lost her voice while he is losing his sight. We should have 16 books in that pile, right? 16? With Silver Elite going into the potential unhaul category once I've actually read it or got through a little bit of it. Actually unhauled 3 books, or I will be at some point. I also recently filmed my classic literature collection video, and I talked about these editions and I just really don't like them. These are actually, well, I've read 2 of these fully and then the 3rd one I haven't, but these are the Arcturus editions of classics, and I just really do not want them anymore. I do not want to own them. The only reason I keep like any of my Arcturus editions lying around is because I just don't want to go out and replace every edition with like a new classic edition. I like to do it naturally, like in the wild when I'm thrifting and I find a different edition of a classic that I like, and then I'll swap them. But these 3 I thought I would just get rid of now. So The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. This is one of my favorite books. I just don't like this edition. I don't like the Arcturus editions. I don't like anything about them, and I don't want them in my life. I feel okay parting with now because I actually have the uncensored Picture of Dorian Gray on my shelf, so I'll get to that one, and in the meantime I'll let this one go. This one is Madame Bovary by Flaubert. I have read this. I just don't think I'll be reading this anytime soon. This is the one I haven't read. This is the Lovecraft Compendium by H.P. Lovecraft. These are short stories of his. However, I do also have a hardback of H.P. Lovecraft's short stories, so like I frankly don't need both. Now that we've unhauled 3 books, I guess we get to put 3 books from the pile on the shelf. So we're starting this episode on a very good foot. Before we put anything on the shelves, I will now take you along with me and my brother Benjamin to all of the little book boxes that we went to in our city. Roll the clips. Also, I will be fighting vomit in every clip you're about to see.
I'm Ben. I'm Emma's twin brother.
What I want you to do today is like, the mission is to donate the books, right? Get rid of them. Because I don't want to move them. I don't want to read them. I don't want them in my life. But I just need you to be
What's wrong with all those books?
Well, I can like give you brief snapshots, I guess, when we donate them or whatever. I just don't like them, don't want to read them. But I need you to be like the book,
like the book
police.
cop?
Yeah, the book cop.
We're getting rid of window shopping.
We're window shopping. We're just window shopping.
Can't play music. That would be copyright.
Why did it sound like that?
You know, there's something wrong with the topinator.
Do you have a bag?
You gonna throw up?
I don't know if
it's the manual.
Is it the stick shift
It's
of
the
it all?
stick shift of it all.
Grab like maybe 3.
3 what?
3 books.
Oh, I thought you meant 3 bags. I was like, I don't think I have 3 bags in this
So we're at the first bookstop.
I somehow found myself on Book Talk yesterday. Could not get off fast enough. Legends Lattes.
Legends and Lattes.
Synopsis?
It's like a cozy fantasy about an orc opening a coffee shop.
You know, I've actually been on that side of TikTok too.
Cozy fantasy?
Cozy fantasy orc tavern.
Wow. Behavior of the earth. Wait, I kind of want this.
Emma, we're not supposed to be getting books today.
Oh no, I kind of want this. Oh my gosh, we have a YouTuber book. Do you know Zoe? Zoella? Do you know Zoella?
I do not.
What? Girl online. Oh, the flat share. I've actually read this. Did not like it. Dude, I wanted to. Oh, I really wanted to. Oh my god. I really wanted to read these when I was.
Is that the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland?
It is. It is. They're like retellings.
Oh, they're retelling stories?
It's an Alice in Wonderland retelling. I really did want to read that. Oh my gosh, we have a Colleen Hoover. Oh, look at this. At the back of the North Wind. Oh shoot, I really want this as well.
Why do you want every book?
Okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Buzzy Bees 1, 2, 3. What? Oh my goodness, this is something at my reading level. So my driving is unfortunately going to make.
Is it your driving or is it just stick shift in general?
It's a 2006 Honda Civic stick shift. There's not much I can do to make it any better. I'm pretty good at driving manual.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Oh,
okay.
no.
Show it.
Did I pick a bad one?
Show what you've got.
I kind of picked this one because of what was on the cover. It's a cat and a cat. And it's called Tail Chaser's Song. Why are you crying about getting rid of this one?
Because, I mean, it's literally my child is on the cover.
It is, yeah.
But I didn't like it. I couldn't finish it. Sorry, it's... Oh my god, that was so close. Was that not so close to us?
I don't care if my car gets hit.
Dude, I'm in the car. Are you allowed to park on the side of the street?
No.
You were not allowed?
No.
Ben.
I'm idling.
Okay, let's go. Did you read the Warrior Cats books? Or did you not? No. Wasn't a thing.
So, synopsis.
God. Yeah, you give me a synopsis.
So, in Tail Chaser's Song, it's a bunch of cats who all teach each other love songs in the woods. And one day, one of the cats loses its voice. And in order to get it back, it has to fight the alpha cat. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you know why I pulled you over tonight?
No. Because I can't drive. Because I threw up in your car.
Because you were going nauseous in a no sick zone.
Incredible. Oh, you know what? I was just talking about the Warriors or whatever. This is like the Guardians. Remember that?
Oh,
Did you read these?
I played it on the Wii.
There was a Wii?
There was a Wii game. It was really good.
Look, they have so many. Oh my god. Look at how many. Someone got rid of their whole collection.
Is this not the Guardians?
Yes, that is. Guardians of
Gahul.
And wow, look at this. Someone got rid of their whole Percy Jackson series. Okay, what do we all... Oh my... The reflexes are incredible on this person. Oh, I've read this book. I read this book in high school. That looks actually terrifying. Suzanne Collins.
Who's Suzanne Collins?
For the Hunger Games. Guys.
Oh, Attic?
We're
Attic
full
book?
up. We're full up today.
Oh, jeez.
This is actually...
This is a tough go-away. Tough giveaway. Tears will be shed, eh?
I'll leave him there in all his prep. That's actually like I'm leaving Kelsper in the box. The attachment is not healthy. Okay. I don't want to get back in your car. I have something to tell you. He's back, baby. Tail Chaser is back. You saw that I went and I left Tail Chaser's Song, which was a book that I got more than halfway through in episode 2, and I didn't like it and I didn't want to finish it, but I also didn't want to part ways with it because I love cats. I did leave it in the book box, as you saw. I didn't take it when the camera like turned off or anything like that. We fully went to all the other boxes. I got rid of all my other books, and then I went home, and at around like 10 p.m. when I'm laying in bed, I start crying. I was just so upset that I had left this book in the book box. I texted my brother and I was like, I've made a horrible mistake. Like, we need to go back and get this book. And he was like, it's okay. Like, it's okay. We'll go first thing tomorrow. We'll go get your book tomorrow. No one's gonna take it. I woke up in the morning and I was like, Mom, you have to drive me to the book box to get Tail Chaser's Song. It's like, Emma, you freak, let's go. Much to my relief, my heart was pounding the whole drive there. It was in the book box. It was there. I thought I was strong enough. I thought I didn't care that much. It's now gonna take its proud place on my shelf. All of you guys suggested that I just cut the cover off or scan the cover and hang it on my wall, but like, I guess I can't. I actually need the book here for whatever reason. We're back. I feel really silly, but I'm very happy about this.
I think we're lost. You're only lost if you don't know where to go.
My stomach's lost, dude.
Okay, it's over there.
Where the heck? I've literally never been here before.
Am I tweaking it? I swear it was literally that house. That house literally used to have one, did it not? Yo!
This is new! Look at this guy reading.
Was it not this?
So cutie. I don't know what happened, but we literally just stumbled on one.
2 books that I've picked to give away at this box are Unholy 1, Unholy Blood. Synopsis. What's going on with this book?
Yeah, so I'm really excited to read it. I just can't read it out of that copy. You should, like, I don't know if you just open it. What do you think of that?
It's not even just the font. It's just
yeah.
It makes me queasy.
Yeah,
I don't
same,
like this.
same.
So that's understand
exactly
why we're getting rid of it.
That's...
Oh, it's like got acrylic paint on it.
Painted it.
It looks like a house.
Okay, take us on a tour.
Oh, so the first book that jumped out at me is this handsome young fella. It's another Daniel Silva.
Oh my god, look what it is, Ben.
What? Ellen DeGeneres? Seriously? I'm kidding. I think this one's gonna have to come home with me. I
don't want to read it. Don't make me read it.
We're just gonna showcase that one because I think that's sick, and then we're just gonna stuff this in real deep. Someone's secret treasure. They can find that. And we're gonna cover up the Ellen DeGeneres book, so quality.
Oh, look, you can even have
suggestions.
requests. Wow.
Little night lights.
Vampire Beach. Why is it not focused?
Why is that Edward Cullen's from Wish? I like the art style of this book. Hold up. You got the real version and the Wish version.
Vampire stuff. This is the vampire box. Okay. Sorry, right away I'm seeing Count Karlstein by Philip Pullman. I read this and I listened to the audiobook. I really liked it. I kind of want to own it.
Gentleman's Gambit, is that like the Queen's Gambit?
This looks like a romance. He wants the right to vote.
Jeez, that already happened.
That's this one. And this one. This is my favorite book box in the city, I think. This is where I found the brothers Karamazov and I think something else. It's just been a winner. Oh, the bell jar? Did I find the bell jar here? Anyway, someone has great taste in this neighborhood.
Anne of Avonlea. Why have there been so many TV shows and movies based on?
Because it's so good.
Is
it's
it?
So beloved.
Oh. I watched Anne with an E on Netflix.
Really?
I
did. Haven't even watched that.
It was all right. I got into the story.
Okay.
But it took a few episodes, and I felt like for the majority of it, I was...
You snoozing? Cringing?
I was cringing pretty hard. Yeah, it was...
Yeah,
it is good, though. It's kind of funny. I don't know. It's got mixed reviews from you. It was cringy at first, but then I kind of started getting into it. Same with Gossip Girl, too.
See, I told you.
And Vampire Diaries. I feel like every show, the first few episodes are cringy, but they get good.
Wow. Oh my goodness, there's so much in here. It's Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Fallout. Look at this guy.
Why are they all the same?
What is this one?
Vanishing World, A Life of Bushcraft. This is coming home for me.
I think this is the ending to this video. I think you should get the book. Because I've gotten, you should take it for me. Do you know of this, or is this just like an exciting find for you?
This is an exciting find for me. It's gonna be my one and only read of the year.
Seems like the book for you.
This really does. A lot of pictures. I like that.
The Canadian Establishment. 1,000 men who really run Canada. Invisible, inbred?
I'm sorry, is that even how you spell inbred?
Inbred?
Doesn't there need to be an A?
Wait, no, what the are they inbred?
Wait, is that not how you
They're not inbred, they're inbred.
Slay.
Wait, what do you mean inbred?
Like inbred, inbreeding?
What do you mean?
Okay,
do
you want it explained?
This looks like
maybe not on video. I shall explain it to you.
Dude, I know what inbred means.
No, I know, but why he's saying that?
Volume 1, he went off for a while.
Some of this might actually be true. I don't know books. Pedigree Mom? Does that sound happenstance? Whoops.
The writing is so dramatic. Oh my god.
Geez.
Too often the years of self-repression in the cause of corporate advancement sap humanity's juices in a man. When the bottle is uncorked, its content has evaporated. There's no one left inside.
Is this your first book?
This is, I've borrowed books before, but this is my first book that I'm owning.
Oh my gosh.
I suppose.
This is a big day.
This is a big day.
This is
my
a big
first
day for
book.
you. See, this is a good one. Hey, we're back. I'm no longer motion sick. Everything's good. Because of the balancing or whatever, I unhauled 3, but technically we're only going to be able to put 2 books back on the shelf because Tail Chaser Song is going back on the shelf. Loudly and proudly. That all makes sense. I hope that all makes sense.
we'll figure it out as we go. Okay, here is the stack. So I actually made a mistake out for a video, and we actually have one more, Beware of Pity by Spike, because this is the book club pick for June and July for the World Tour Book Club for Austria. So that is what I'm actually reading this month right now. But yeah, I forgot those two. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. What happened? What happened? Here's the stack. So Tail Chaser song back on the shelf. If I get rid of Madame Bovary, I can put, what do I want to see on the shelf? I kind of want to see Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man on the shelf. So we'll put him back, and then if I get rid of the picture of Dorian Gray, what else should I put on the shelf? Let's put like The Lonely Skier. I think I want to put The Lonely Skier on the shelf because that's like a winter read, and I just don't think I'll be getting to this one anytime soon. Tail Chaser song is literally going right back in here. Yep, there he is. All is right with the world. Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. I think I'm just gonna slap it up there because I took all my classics down to film my classics video, and then I never put them back the way they were supposed to be, but we're not gonna tell anyone. So yeah, or oh, it could look good in here actually. I might even like turn that one out and put it here. Even though these are all Rilke, I'm just gonna leave that there. Finally, we have The Lonely Skier by Inez. So alphabetically, oh, it should actually go on this shelf. It's supposed to go right here. I don't know if this is actually gonna happen. Oh God, is there any room here? Not really. Problems. Okay, give me 10 seconds. Okay, I did kind of cheat to get The Lonely Skier on, but yeah, don't say anything. We got everything on the shelf before the episode actually even starts, so that's great. I already got 2 books back on the shelf, and I'm so happy he's back. Oh, okay. Hi guys. It is later. It's still the same day. I just have been getting some work done for Nye. We're finally here to pick our first book. This is Tail Chaser. Don't knock that over. I know you were going to. Yeah, that's you. The old TBR jar is back. These are all color coded, and then the ones that, oh, what's a good example? Like right here, these are the dark brown slips, and those are the books that we're picking from for this challenge. These books are more likely than others on my shelves to be unhauled, simply because like I've had them there for forever. They've been gifted to me and they're not my cup of tea. I've heard things about them over the years, or like I've just grown and I'm a different person than I was like from literally 6 years ago when I bought some of the oldest books that are still unread on my shelf. We're just gonna draw randomly one of these slips, and then I can either read that book or I have to unhaul it, and only by unhauling something can I put one of my books from the pile of shame onto the shelf. I have a bad feeling about this. I took that lid off and it felt like the jar was laughing at me. Nothing in that handful. Nothing in that handful. Oh, I'm making the biggest mess of my life. Shoot. Okay, we have one. What does that say? Hermitage shopping. Hurricane season. Hurricane season. Hurricane season. Hurricane? What did I say about the laughing jar? Man, do you guys know what this book is? I'll tell you what my mental health doesn't need right now. It doesn't need this book. You gotta be kidding me. So it's on the shelf. To be honest, I seriously forgot that I put this book in the slip, and I'm now kind of wondering why. This is Hurricane Season by Fernanda Melchor. This was shortlisted for the 2020 International Booker Prize. I do want to read this. I really do want to read this. This could either go so well or so badly. From Raul, thank you so much. I read Hurricane Season in Spanish a few years ago and loved it. Please accept this gift as a small token of appreciation for all you do. Thank you so much. I am so scared of this book, and that's the only reason why it's in the jar, because look. Are you seeing anything? Anything a little, It's just page after page of word. It is, I'm pretty sure this is Stream of Consciousness. I've heard it's one of the most violent, horrifying books anyone has ever read. The witch is dead, and the discovery of her corpse has the whole village investigating the murder. The novel unfolds in a dazzling linguistic torrent. With each unreliable narrator lingering on new details, Melchor extracts some tiny shred of humanity from these characters and creates a swirling portrait of a damned Mexican village. I'm also very scared because this just looks so hard to read. This looks so difficult to read and get through. I don't know if audio is gonna be the way to go. I don't know if I want this in my ears. Like any page I'm flipping to, Like, what am I even reading? Trauma. We're gonna give this an honest shot. I don't know if this is really a bedtime book. Hi, this is Emma from the future of this video, here to remind you that yes, if you're not feeling the book you're reading, change it. And if you're not feeling the color of your glasses, you can also change them with Pair Eyewear, who are very kindly sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys so much. Why does it never get old to me? I'm like a kid. You guys have probably heard me speak about Pair Eyewear by now, but if you haven't, did you know that you can just change the color of your glasses whenever you want? With Pair Eyewear, you can choose your base frames. I wear mine just on their own a lot. In these glasses, I just got blue light blocking, but of course you can get your own prescription and get blue light as well. They also now offer sunglasses. What's really cool is that, like, if I step out into summer right now and I don't wanna like carry 2 pairs of glasses around with me, I can actually just pop on a top frame that is the sunglass part. So I can keep my existing base frame and then just change it up to have whatever top frame in the sunglasses that I want without having to have a whole other pair of glasses. So these are the Murphy base frame. I have a whole suite at this point of colors. I really like how the chocolate top frame looks with this outfit today, which is kind of what I'm feeling, and a little spoiler for the rest of the video, I feel like it matches my book today. I also really like the sparkle. I always wanted sparkly glasses as a kid, and I'm so stoked that I'm living my childhood dream with these. It makes it super easy to order online. You don't have to go to the hassle of going into a glasses shop because they actually have a virtual try-on tool, so you can play around and see what the different base frames as well as all of the different colors are gonna look like on you, and they will ship right to your doorstep. You guys can get 15% off of your first pair when you click on the link below, and you can use my code emreads15. I found an audiobook for this because I think it's just, it is a torrent. Like, it feels like you're in the middle of a hurricane because the words just keep coming, the sentences just keep coming, there's no pause for breath. It's just like a downpour on the reader, and it's quite a struggle to get through because it's just a barrage of word. So I found an audiobook to see if that would just like help with reading it, like see how it would flow. And I think it works really well as an audiobook. I really like the narrator. She's doing like such a fantastic job, especially with like these sentences that are literally a page long. I think it's really affecting because ultimately this book is different chapters of people telling you their perspective and their alibis, in a sense, of what they were doing the night that the witch in the book was found dead in like the bog or in the runoff channels. However, I have been listening to this while I've been coloring, while I've been like trying to do happy serotonin giving things, and it's just so difficult. Like, frankly, I just don't think I can do this right now. This is such a dark book. I read a lot of reviews of this and like people just being like, this is so way out of my comfort zone. I don't think it's really out of like my comfort zone. I think I'm just struggling to find comfort in my own life at the minute, and so I don't really want to be reading this right now. That being said, I did get 53 pages through, which is chapter 4. It's really about the horrifying violence that is perpetrated against women like every single day. This is set in a small Mexican town, and it's a hard read. It's really a very difficult read, a very important read. At the heart of the story, we have this witch who is really just this young girl who's found dead. We don't really know where she came from. Like, there was an older witch at the beginning of the story, and one day she just had this daughter, but she never gave her a name. She would just call her all of these like really sad, like offensive titles basically, and she would get this witch to work for her. So the witch in the village was the person who a lot of women went to for different cures and ailments and medicinal things, but there's obviously a lot of hatred towards women and also these witches specifically in the town. Witch shows up dead. Obviously people are like, well, what's going on, what happened to her? And so then you start to get all these different chapters from people who either know the witch, are related to the witch in some way, shape, or form, or who have something to do with the crime scene. We have like the police involved. She doesn't care about what she's gonna say that's gonna make you incredibly uncomfortable, and like, why should she? Like, this is very much based on real people's lives, on real things that women go through every single day. and I am gonna read this. This is not an unhaul, definitely not an unhaul. I can't read it right now. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm already feeling so angry around certain things going on in my own life that don't have dissimilar root causes to the things going on in this book. So I'm gonna put this down. She's incredibly talented. This was shortlisted. I don't know what won the 2020 Booker Prize. I'm not really up to date on those things too much. So I got 53 pages through, and I'm just gonna DNF for now. So this means that it's going back on the shelf, and I will not be taking, or I will not be putting anything back on the shelf from the unhaul pile. We just have to pick another book to read. Is that, what the hell is that? Okay, it's a tote bag that was scaring the shit out of me. I think with like the TBR jar, where is it? It's like over here. I would like to pull out every single slip that is specifically for these videos so we don't have to keep like going through the whole jar like it's a raffle ball and just hope for the best. Book 1, we will be moving it. We will be moving it. We will be reading it, not yeeting it. Hey! Okay, now we have like a mug of coffee. Oh, do I have 2? Okay, I guess we're gonna go with this one. Thomas Squirrels. Tomb Sweeping. Let me grab Tomb Sweeping. So Tomb Sweeping is a short story collection, and this is by Alexandra Chang. It's in there is because mostly it's a short story collection, and do I have any 5-star short story collections? I'm not a short story fan. It's just not my preferred way of consuming literature, but this one sounded really, really interesting. Okay, so it says, in stories set across the US and Asia, Alexandra Chang immerses us in the lives of immigrant families, grocery store employees, expecting parents, and guileless lab assistants. Tomb Sweeping by Alexandra Chang. I am almost halfway through. I am 117 pages into Tomb Sweeping, and I have some thoughts. I am kind of enjoying my time reading this. This is the year when I finally start to enjoy short stories, because I'm actually reading another short story collection at the same time as I'm reading Tomb Sweeping for just like a general reading blog. But I'm 117 pages through, and I don't know how to describe it. I think because it's a very easy read and I'm getting through it very quickly. I should have updated on the first day that I started reading this, because I read the first story, obviously first. It's called Unknown by Unknown, and I was like shook, really was like, oh my gosh, what did I just read? Because it's the kind of story that once you finish it, you're like, okay, what, like, wait a second, what just happened? Like, what did I actually just read? What is going on here? And I thought it was gonna kind of set the tone. And like in an interview, I've been reading a lot of her interviews about when she was writing Tomb Sweeping, or like when it got published, and what she was saying about it, and she said that the first story like sets the tone for the rest of the collection and what is to come. But I'm really not feeling that, because the first story was actually so catching, like it caught you off guard. It really caught you off guard. Unknown by Unknown, the first story in here, was about this woman who is laid off from her job. I think she's in her late 20s or early 30s. She gets laid off because of, is it AI? I don't know if it's not specifically say AI. It's a piece of software that could do my job at 1,000 times the speed that she can. So she gets fired, and she is so aimless, and she gets this random job house sitting and dog sitting for this uber rich couple up in Northern California. And so she goes to stay at their house for, I think it's a whole month while they're away, watching the house and watching the dog. And the house is just like huge, like a mansion, uber wealthy, extremely nice. And while she's there, she like feels herself slipping into the house itself, kind of becoming another object or another fixture. The short story is very focused on like the details of the house and like the little objects and items and a catalog of everything that is in the house, and she kind of feels herself becoming more and more like the house. It's a very unsettling story. Honestly, I felt it was going the route of like ghost story, thriller, murder vibes. That was what I was getting from it. Like, it was actually really unsettling, like deeply unsettling. And I was actually really impressed, because I was getting just such a feeling of uneasiness when I was reading it. And when I finished it, I was like, okay, what? Like, I would really like to go and find some other people's thoughts on this. Unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people have read this collection, so I didn't find very many reviews. Great, it really reminded me a lot of
Leave the World Behind by Ruman Alam, which is about people staying in an Airbnb, and it gets really creepy. And the whole time I was reading it, I was like, okay, wait, like what is going on here? I really want to think deeply about this. And so it kind of set up this precedent for the stories to come, and unfortunately none of them have been even remotely like that or brought about the same emotions. Story, I think, exactly in chronological order, which is a little weird. I can honestly say that I've liked them less and less. Loosely enjoying the first three, and then everyone after that I've kind of been like, okay. My feeling right now is that I would like to see, and I would like to keep going a little bit further and see if I find any more stories that really capture my interest. And it's interesting, I think the 9-year, almost decade time period over which these stories were written, I really feel like sometimes it does show in the text, because sometimes it feels like the person who wrote Unknown by Unknown, and like I don't know the order in which these were written, but then I'll read another story and it will just be like not very well written in my opinion, and it's just, I don't know, it just feels a little disjointed. I haven't gotten to the title story yet. I'm on maybe story 6 or 7 at this point. The next one is called Flies, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that is my update. I'm just a little bit conflicted with this. Like, I'm not having the worst time ever, I'm just not having maybe the best time that I could be. And that first story, like, I've really been thinking about it and it's really been sticking with me, but nothing else from the collection so far has elicited like at any kind of similar response. So that is my update on Tomb Sweeping. I think I would like to try and finish this today, or at least finish with it today, whether I DNF it or not, and whether I keep it or not, I don't know. Unfortunately today, and for like the past long time, it's been a couple days you could go outside. Now it's just like you can go outside if you want, you can step outside, but it's so hot. It's like over 40 degree humidex. It's just, this is my winter depression. I went out last night for 10 minutes to try and go for a little walk, ended up feeling so sickly. So yeah, I'm just gonna stay inside cooped up with a book on this fine Sunday afternoon, and I will let you know how this goes. It is much later, like much later. I read one more story, and then I decided to go to the title story, which I just finished right this very second, just to read that one because I really was not feeling any of the other ones that I was reading. I liked Tomb Sweeping so far, probably second best of all the stories that I read, but it's just like, I don't know. However, I finished this story, and the next story is called Cat Personalities, so I kind of feel like I kind of want to read that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna read Cat Personalities and then we'll see. Okay, so I just finished Cat Personalities, which I didn't even like that much. So yeah, I don't know, I've been trying really hard to get into this and to like sit with the stories and think about them. I just don't feel it, do you know what I mean? And the first one, which I was like, oh my goodness, I want to think so much about this and stuff. Now I'm kind of like doubting it, if that makes sense. But yeah, I did really enjoy the first story in this, but I never found anything else like that. So yeah, at this point it's like 10 p.m. or something right now. I've read 172 pages through, and I think that's it for me. I'm so sad. So this one is going to be a yeet. We're gonna yeet this one, and yeah, I'm pretty sad about that. That is Tomb Sweeping, which means I'm gonna pick a new book and we get to put something back on the shelf. We're gonna save that for tomorrow. So I'll see you bright and early in the morning to pick something new. Good morning. Here is our stack of books that needs to go back on the shelf. It's like quite tall. I honestly almost finished the whole entire book. I just wasn't feeling it, really wasn't feeling it. So this is gonna be going. I personally would really like to see Glow of the Everflame find a place on my shelf, because it's been shelfless since I bought it. And I would really like to see this on the shelf. I have finished this book now, and so I'd really like it to find a home on the shelf. And because Tomb Sweeping was a hardcover and Glow is a hardcover, I think we can just do a nice swapperoo. So I'm excited. This is the second book in the series. I don't have the first one. We will be reading the third one very soon. Hardcover is over here. Are these really alphabetical? I don't think they are. Maybe they are.
Yeah, I guess they are. Which I think this is actually gonna work out really, really well. So it should just go right here. Oh my gosh, yes! It's time to pick book number 3. Okay. Oh boy. Betty Thorne, The Mives. Better than the movies! Wait, I actually wanted to read that. I actually really wanted to read that. Are you kidding me? I feel like someone has my back today. This morning I was like, I have to pick book 3. I really am in the mood for romance, and I know that there's like not a ton of romance in here, but are you kidding me? I'm so happy. Okay, so it's down here. This is on the young adult shelf because this is a YA romance. This is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I can't believe I pulled this one. I bought last year because I was in the like mindset of trying to put some fun, frivolous, lighthearted, like comfy comfort books on my shelf because there's not a lot of that on my shelf, and that's something that I would like to just get more of because a lot of the books that I read honestly are very heavy on the spirit, and I just wanted some more like this. So the reason that it's now in the jar when it probably wouldn't have been when I bought it is because when I like did the book haul showing Better Than the Movies, everyone was like, oh, Emma, like, I don't think you're gonna like that. I don't think that one's for you. I don't know about it. But Liz and her next door neighbor, Wes, would think that her next door neighbor would be a prime candidate for her romantic comedy fantasies, but Wes has only proven himself to be a pain in the butt ever since they were little. It's their senior year of high school. And is it fake dating? The problem is that I think this references a lot of rom-coms, and I'm not really a big movie person, and even less so of like a rom-com person, so I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna understand it. I'm not gonna appreciate it. I'm really having a good time with this one. I don't think I'm very good at hiding my genuine reaction to things like at all. And this one is just like making me smile so bad. It's making me smile so bad. I'm having such a good time with Better Than the Movies. I can't tell you how much like exactly this is what I need right now. Like I needed this so badly. I needed a book exactly like this, and it's really making my days, and it's been like not even 24 hours. Very nice, and it's taken my mind off of a lot, and this is just really what I've been needing. Something like light and fun and really not serious, and almost like kind of a stagecraft of a rom-com, if that makes sense. Like it's YA set in her senior year of high school, Liz's senior year of high school, and it's just like very over the top. It's very dramatic, it's very staged, but it's also very cute and very heartwarming, and I'm actually really enjoying it. So I don't know what the odds are that I'm gonna stop enjoying it. I'm literally 183. I'm 183 pages through already. I have pretty much wanted to do nothing except for like sit and read this book. That's how much I'm really liking it. Yeah. So I think I loosely told you what it's about, but we do follow Liz in her senior year of high school as she is like about to graduate and go to prom and try to move to start university. And she's really struggling mentally because she's dealing with the fact that her mother has passed away, like not too long ago, but all of those wounds are kind of opening up again because it's like her senior year, and everything that she wants to be doing with her mom, like going dress shopping and taking pictures and like prepping to move and all of that stuff, like her mom isn't there with her, and so she's really struggling with that. She does have a stepmom now, and there's kind of all of this friction in the family. However, the thing that her mom basically like left as her inheritance to Liz was her DVD collection of rom-coms. That was kind of like their bonding thing, and so Liz is like obsessed with rom-coms, has always been obsessed with those films, and because of that, like she wants to find Mr. Right in her own life, even though like girl, we're in high school. She is just like so set on this image and creation of this man that she has in her mind that it's led her to believe that this guy named Michael, who is a long lost neighbor and childhood friend, when he moves back to the neighborhood and then moves back to her high school, Liz is like, it's him, Michael. Michael is the man I love. I need to get with Michael. The problem is that Michael is almost in a relationship with this other girl at their school, and so Liz is like desperate to make Michael notice her. Liz is very like quintessentially she is quirky. Like, she loves her rom-coms. She dresses completely differently to the pressing high school conformity where everyone wears the exact same things. She really likes vintage dresses and fashion and clothing and all of that stuff. And so Michael starts to just kind of see her as like weird little Liz from when we were kids, and she dresses like she's Doris Day, the little sister kind of thing, but she doesn't want him to see her this way. So she enlists the help of her neighbor who lives right next door to her as well. They haven't really been like friends for years, although they too were friends when they were kids, but they've pretty much just developed this like arch nemesis, like fun, I'm gonna prank you, I'm gonna make your life miserable, we're gonna fight about the parking spot in front of our house for forever. That's kind of their vibe. And she enlists him because Wes is Michael's friend, to like help her kind of get an in with Michael. And so then Wes and Liz like start to hang out more and more. I really like how much screen time we're getting between Wes and Liz, because I feel like in a lot of romances, I don't know, I feel like the love interests like together aren't on the page too much, but like this whole book is pretty much them just like hanging out, going shopping. Liz like gets a makeover, he helps her like get a new wardrobe so that one that Michael will approve of, and it's just like fun. It's very nostalgic. It is a little bit over the top with the writing, like definitely, but I can appreciate that like that's what it's trying to do, that's what it's trying to be, so I'm not gonna be bothered too much by it. I'm just gonna let myself like have fun, and I'm having fun. Also, it references so many movies, and I just feel so bereft of any of that knowledge because, like I said, I'm not really a huge film person. Like, there's a solid few that I like to just watch over and over again without really ever watching too many new films. Really have pretty much not seen any of these that they're referencing. Like, each chapter starts with a quote from a rom-com. I thought it would be fun to go through these and see how many I've watched, see how many you've watched, and if you recommend them to me, because this is kind of making me want to watch them. The first one is a quote from Notting Hill. Nope, it's not a hill I've been on. This one is a quote from Sweet Home Alabama, which I haven't even heard of. I have When Harry Met Sally, which I have not seen, and which Carolyn is probably gnashing her teeth over still to this day. I'm so sorry. We have Pretty Woman. Haven't seen that one. Okay, finally, I have seen 10 Things I Hate About You. I really do like 10 Things I Hate About You. We have 500 Days of Summer, which again, I have not seen. After that, I'm on starts with a quote from Bridget Jones's Diary, which I have also not seen, but which I know that my mom really likes, and I've just never watched it. Should I watch any of these? Do I watch any of these? I don't know. I was really worried that I wasn't really going to enjoy this, but I really am. There's in so many romance books that I've read, especially in fantasy romance, especially in like darker romance, like the love interest is just like kind of an awful person. It's just really nice to read a book where like the love interest is nice. Like, they're just a kind person, like, thank God. That is my update, 183 pages through, which I think is almost like halfway. I'm gonna go read for a little bit longer, and I will catch you later. I read this so quickly, like so quickly. I'm kind of sad about that now. Another little update just to tell you that I am 272, thank you. I'm 272 pages through this book, and I am devastated that it's about to be over. I'm really liking this, and I don't want it to be over, and I read it completely too fast. I've inhaled it. This is not gonna be a book that I will be unhauling. Thou shalt not be yeeted. Not on this day. I am having such a good time. I'm smiling like an idiot at it. I hope to God we don't have the miscommunication. Please, no miscommunication has happened yet. There's like a little under 100 pages left, so I'm hoping we kind of skip that whole thing. I feel like it's just nice as well because both of our characters are just kind of like down to earth, very real people with like real flaws and real feelings. And like I was saying, it's mostly just the writing style that's like overblown and over the top and very dramatic and rom-com-y, but the people in the book are like very real, tangible high schoolers, I feel like, and they say really cringy things, and it's just nice because it feels like a real kind of story. It's all around niceness. All around niceness, Grendel, is my review. I will definitely check out more from Lynn Painter. I've never read from her before. I know she has another book out that I think is a recent release that's getting popular. I don't really know. Who got you smiling like that? I finished Better Than the Movies, and I will be keeping it. I finished the whole book, and it will be going back on my shelves, so this is a keep. I have to say the third act was definitely my favorite. Unfortunately, there was the miscommunication. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of it hardly like ever of the time. Like, I really don't like it in romance, but I know that it's always there. But yeah, third act was not my favorite. I don't think this really stuck the landing for me, but I'm gonna just ignore that and pretend like it didn't happen. I think the last half just took a really long time, and like Liz really messes up her relationships in her life, like all across the board throughout the book. I don't mind the predictability of the ending or whatever, like I don't care, I'm just here to smile and kick my feet, but I just think the ending didn't really stick the landing, and I wanted actually more time between her and Wes at the end of the book. That is better than the movies. I would probably give this a nice solid like 3.75 or a 4-star. I think this is a book that I would reread when I'm just in the mood for something nice like this. And actually, I was looking through Lynn Painter's other works, so many. I didn't know she had so many books out, but there's actually a sequel to Better Than the Movies called Is It Not Like the Movies? And it's about Liz and Wes again, but this time they're in university and they're not together anymore because of something that happened, and it's like a second chance romance between them. So if you've read the sequel, let me know what you think. I don't know if I'm like 100% interested in reading it, but I think probably. So anyway, this one is going back on the shelf, which means I don't get to put anything on the shelf. We just get to pull another book. Let's go with this one. No. I just pulled a Little Life. I don't want to do this. If you will kindly allow me one skip. Nice try. Let's try that again. Okay, we've got this one. Oh, what does that say? Window. Oh, Rebel Witch. So Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicarelli is actually the sequel to Crimson Moth, Heartless Hunter. Yeah, I got this one because I was really hoping I was gonna like the first book. I actually didn't really love the first one, and it was definitely one of my most like disappointing reads so far of the year, so I feel like this could be possibly a quick DNF, but I wanted to give it a go anyway because like I have the hardcover and I would really like to just see how it goes. So this is about a world where there's like witches and witch hunters. The witches in question used to be in power until they became, I guess, really corrupt and started creating quite a bad society, and so there was a rebellion, and now it is absolutely outlawed for you to be a witch, and if you are found, the like witch hunters will basically execute you. So it's also a fantasy romance. I literally felt nothing between our two leads. I did not feel anything about the world, so if this one doesn't step it up, you're out. Everyone is replaceable. Hi, how are we doing this morning? I am actually like kind of far through this. I started this last night. I didn't really explain too much what this was about. I read the first book months ago, and like I said, we're set in like a witch and witch hunter world, but like this new republic that I will usher in my new republic. Justice and security to my new empire. Your new empire. I'm like so heavy in my Star Wars phase right now. It's getting to be a bit much, but the New Republic is kind of just becoming what the witches were, just under a new name, except that they're like, yeah, no witches anymore. My biggest problem with the first book, you know, hence why the sequel, this is just a duology, I believe, why the sequel is in the maybe unhauled jar to begin with, was that I thought the world was so weak. Like, it's really so weak. This is a fantasy romance that is so much more romance fantasy than fantasy romance. I really did not get like a footing in the world. I thought the writing was really lazy. It was so much telling. If you don't like books where a lot of like what's on the page is the character's inner monologue and like what's going through their brain, and it's literally them explaining to you why they're coming up with the plans that they're coming up with, the reasoning behind everything, playing back like copy paste conversations that we've had with characters previously in the novel, and just like going over every single thing, kind of over explaining. Like, there's so much over explaining in this book, and it kills me. On top of that, I think like I just don't feel it. I don't feel it at all between Rune, who is the witch, and Gideon, who is the witch hunter. The pacing is somehow simultaneously like off the charts frantic while feeling like nothing is happening and like the plot is not moving forward at all. It's very linear, whereas in a romance like Better Than the Movies, I really felt like they were real people. Even if like the cringe was cranked up a ton, I feel like in Rebel Witch or the Heartless Hunter duology, I feel like Gideon and Rune are not real people. They're just caricatures. Anyway, that being said, I'm 148 pages through, and honestly, it's the exact same problems. Like, it's the exact same problems. I feel like no one is really left to develop as a character at all. The same things just keep on happening. And like, already in the first, I don't even, less than 100 pages, we had like, because Gideon is sworn to like kill witches, and he is supposed to be killing Rune and like disposing of her and getting rid of her, but obviously he doesn't do that. Like, he'll show up, threaten to kill her, obviously not actually kill her because she's so beautiful, and then he'll like run away, and then not even like 15 pages later he's back again trying to kill her and doesn't kill her. And it's just like, I don't know, I just need more time to breathe in this world. It just feels like things just keep on happening one after the other. I just can't with the writing style. It's so much, like, there's so many line breaks because it's just people's inner monologues, but it's the kind of inner monologue that is like, why was she so transparent to him? Apparently yes. So like, you have the third person narrator, but then you have like their inner monologue getting exactly the thoughts that are in her head. Just, I don't like that writing style. I don't think it works. I don't know if I have like a good example to show you. I think I tried here where it's like we'll be in a super tense moment, like he'll be holding a gun to her head, and then we're out of it. We get pulled out of it for like a whole page where we like explore every thought that is going on in each of our characters' minds and like why they're acting the way they're acting. And I'm like, I don't need this. Like, you don't need to tell me all of this. Her heart sped up. This is fake. This is fake, she told herself. He's trying to lower my defenses. He was inscrutable, this man, probably plotting her downfall. But if he was, what would make him change his mind? Rune knew his suspicion of her was fair. Gideon had no reason to trust her, not after she'd deceived him. Keeping her plans secret would deepen his suspicions. Could she tell him just enough to make him trust her? If he trusted her, he'd have no reason to betray her. And I'm like, oh my God, like, we get it. As the reader, like, we get it. You don't need to over-explain everything. It's like that for every single thing, especially when they're making a deal with each other. It's a little too paper thin for me, and I'm just not enjoying it. So I really do want to like this, but I'm just not. So honestly, this could be the next DNF. I think I want to give it to around the 200 page mark. It says the update I have for you. Did I finish it? I just don't think it's going to get very good. But like, I really think it's just me because all of the reviews that I've seen online are so good, and it has a 4.21 on Goodreads, which is so high, and everyone's like raving about it. And I think it's time. I made it to the 200 page mark of Rebel Witch, and I'm frankly, yeah, it's just all the same problems that I had with the first book. I don't want to finish this just to give it like a 2-star. So I think, yeet. I can't get into this. I can't buy into this. I don't want to keep going with it. I'm not having a good time. Like, it's not a fun time for me. It's just a painful time. I can't with this. I'm not into it. I don't care what happens. I'm okay not knowing. So, Rebel Witch, DNF. Not going to be moving this one. Not going to be taking this one with me. So let's pick something to put back on the shelf. This one, I really don't like this cover, but this is Burning Secret by Spike. I'm currently reading something from this author right now, so maybe we can just get this one on the shelf as well. And since it's like Z, I think I see that there's room right where the alphabet stops, so I think Burning Secret should be okay too. Okay, so classics. I'm just gonna put it in with the classics. Like I said, these are kind of all out of order, but this is like Virginia Woolf. Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna put it right in here because there's like some good room on this shelf because things are getting kind of unorganized in the classic section. So I'm just gonna put it right there. I'm sorry if you can hear the landscapers, but let's pick book number 5. Okay. The Commander's Daughter. Oh, okay, the Clockmaker's Daughter. Way over here. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm gonna try standing in the hallway to see if like the noise is better, but they've been going at it all day. Okay, The Clockmaker's Daughter by Kate Morton. I've had this on my shelf. I don't know if it was like before I started book 2, which I think is 6 years ago now, or if it was like kind of right when I started book 2. This is another historical fiction, and we've had some historical fictions pop up in like this series so far, and it's basically just because like I'm not, also She's on the whole cover. I want my author portrait to take up the whole back cover of my book. Some historical fictions pop up and it's not a genre that I gravitate towards anymore, and it's not one that I'm really interested in. I believe I picked up The Clockmaker's Daughter originally. I think I got this thrifted. I did, because it was set in Victorian England. My real name, no one remembers. The truth about that summer, no one else knows. In the summer of 1862, a group of young artists led by the charismatic and talented Edward Radcliffe descends upon Birchwood Manor on the banks of the Upper Thames. Okay, wait a second. Wait, maybe I kind of like this. Their plan is to spend a secluded summer month in a haze of inspiration and creativity. But by the time their stay is over, one woman has been shot dead while another has disappeared, a priceless heirloom is missing, and Edward's life is in ruins. Oh no, wait a second. It's a time jump and I don't like those. I don't really like those if it's like a dual perspective, but one is in the 1800s and one is in like the 2000s. Crap. More than 150 years later, Elodie uncovers a leather satchel containing two seemingly unrelated items. For whatever reason, I really don't like stories skipping back and forth between modern and historical timelines, while like the person in the modern age gets kind of like connected to what's going on back then. I don't know. That first part sounded really good. I was like, ooh, a summer read of like artists hanging out and crazy things are happening, but we're gonna give this a shot nevertheless. This has been waiting years on my bookshelf to be read. Years. I've waited years to read this. Is the next day. It's like matcha stains all over my cup, but I feel like I already have an update with The Clockmaker's Daughter. I made it a few pages into this book, and by a few pages I mean 17. I only made it 17 pages into this book, but I think I just don't want to read this. I really frankly do not, like, nothing in me wants to read this. I picked this up and like I want to go to sleep and I want like out. 17 pages is not a lot by any means, but I can just kind of tell that I'm not going to enjoy this. I've had this book on my shelves for 5, maybe 6 years now. Nothing in me has ever wanted to pick this up. Well, like, I think when I first bought it thrifted, I did, and then I just kept reading other things and kept reading other things, and the years went by and I never wanted to pick it up. So I think its time has come. I think it was the dual perspectiveness of it all, because like we do get a little snippet of 1862 and then we are brought into Elodie's life in London, where she is an archivist. I really hope you can hear the cicadas and like the breeze, because it's finally a nice day today. Like it's finally, oh my god, last night it felt like fall, and like the breeze coming in here was just so nice and cool, and it made me so excited for the fall time. But today is finally like a nice summer's day where I feel comfortable in my skin. So we're following like her living in London as an archivist, and she discovers this satchel with letters and sketches in it, and those things are from like the past timeline. So I didn't give a damn. The last historical fiction we talked about in these episodes, past me, high school me, would have loved reading something like this, but this is just really frankly no longer my jam. I don't want to force myself to read it above all else, because yeah. So anyway, 17 pages through out of like almost 500. I'm gonna DNF it. We had 3 gifted books, 1 book that I bought myself and 2 books I bought myself. This one I got thrifted. So Hurricane Season by Fernanda Melchor. This one is going back on the shelf. This is a read it eventually. I think we got around 50 pages through, just was not the right time. Not the right time. This one needs to go back on the shelf. We have Tomb Sweeping by Alexandra Chang. I read almost this whole entire thing. Sadly, this will be a yeet. And the one book that we finished in this video, which is Better Than the Movies by Lynn. I love this so much. I'm so glad I read this. I think I think it was just the right time for me to read it, and I don't know if I read it any other time if I would have enjoyed it as much. So this is 100% a read, a keep, a move. This will be coming with me. This is a book I think I would definitely reread. Our third DNF with Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicarelli. However, I still read 200 pages of Rebel Witch, and I am going to be passing this along to someone who is hopefully going to be enjoying this a lot more than I did. Finally, the one that I just lost my patience with the quickest, of course, The Clockmaker's Daughter. If I'm making like a grievous error, if I'm making a horrible mistake, please let me know now. That also means that we've whittled down a little bit our stack of books that need to go back on the shelf. We've, once again, I don't know how this keeps happening. I feel like every episode we get this pile to 13 books every single time because there's now 13 books on this stack. Maybe next episode we need to do a bonus round, a quick round, a rapid fire, I don't know, something. If you have any suggestions, please let me know, because I feel like every episode we get back to the same amount of books, which should not be happening. It's not funny. Let me know if you guys would like the little book box donating in every single episode, or just in every few episodes once we've got this stack looking a little bit bigger. Yeah, let me know if you enjoy that, if you like that incorporated. And if you have suggestions for next time to make this a little bit quicker, or to just be getting the books back on the shelf in a faster manner, let me know what your thoughts are, because I really do appreciate your feedback. I know there's been such a long gap again between uploads for me. I do have a vlog coming, but yeah, just thank you for your patience. I've been in and out of the hospital these few past weeks, so I'm having a great summer. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, not having a great summer, but this has greatly boosted my mood. This is like my go-to comfort thing. Just being able to hang out and talk to you guys about books is really truly something really good. So thank you for this, thank you for the space, and without further ado, I am gonna go stop blabbing. This has gotten really long. If you've made it all the way to the end of this video, can you leave me like a little film camera emoji? Life just feels so much better when you're reading a good book, or a book that's making you happy. Cheers and ciao.